Welcome back to a Prep Baseball Recruiting Essentials episode. I am your host, Shooter Hunt, Vice President of Scouting at Prep Baseball. Today, we are talking about the recruiting calendar. What does it mean? Let's simplify it a little bit into what the actual definitions and what the actual thing that they're trying to say is. So pulling up what the NCAA has provided in Division I baseball recruiting. Right off the top, you're looking at August 1 through 18 is a contact period. What does contact period mean? For rising juniors at August 1 date, almost all will know right now. So those sophomores in high school, coaches cannot contact you, cannot recruit you. They, on August 1, hopefully many phone calls going out, but that is the first day that they can do contact, having guys on campus. Contact period is defined as that period of time when it is permissible for authorized athletic department staff members to make in-person, off-campus recruiting contacts and evaluations. They can call you, they can text you, they can recruit you, they can offer you, get you on campus. That's essentially what a contact period is. Again, the new NCAA rules, you cannot do that freshman or sophomore year. We will get to a stipulation in that here in a second, because August 1 through 18, you have that contact period. August 19th through September 12th, this is a quiet period. What does the NCAA define a quiet period as? A quiet period is that period of time when it is permissible to make in-person recruiting contacts only on the member institution's campus. No in-person, off-campus recruiting contacts or evaluation may be made during that quiet period. What is this saying? Camps are important. Teams are going to have you on camp so that they can do some recruiting on campus, talk to you, have you, get some eyes there. One of the other big things from this situation is the fact that the entire staff can be there, especially the head coach is usually on campus around doing stuff throughout that camp. Now, those freshmen and sophomores who cannot be recruited on those campus camps, the coaches can coach you. They can't say, hey, you should come to my school and play, but they can say, stay back over the rubber, keep those hands back. Here's what we do for our program, hitting wise, fielding wise. They can coach you within baseball. They cannot steer you and quote unquote recruit you there, although they are laying a significant amount of groundwork from that standpoint throughout a quiet period at those camps. You're looking at, for the most sense, you go down a little bit further on the list here into that October 14th through February 25th, which is a very long quiet period where teams and schools are hosting camps on campus. Prep Baseball does a great job here. I will say a bit biased, but do a great job with our off-season events, which are imperative for anybody looking to get recruited because it puts names out there, does a great job of getting video and metrics from the advanced analytics and data sets so that schools can comb through it, because eventually there will be a evaluation period. And the evaluation period on here is stated as an evaluation period is that period of time when it is permissible for authorized athletics department staff members to be involved in off-campus activities designed to assess the academic qualifications and playing ability of prospective student athletes. No in-person off-campus recruiting contacts shall be made with a prospective student athlete during an evaluation period. A little bit tricky there. What does that mean? No, this evaluation period is, think summer season. You're out there with your tournaments. You're at a prep baseball event. The high school season, especially on that March 1 date, guys getting out there from the recruiting aspect to really build a more familiar track record with a particular player, right? Not every school is just going to go in blind on August 1 and offer full scholarships. They want to have that track record of having seen these players play. I like this guy in June. He did a good job in July up until August. Oh, wow. I saw he did a great prep baseball event in January, February, got on my radar with a 6.5 60, or he's throwing 90 miles an hour off the mound, or looked really good throughout defensive workouts. I went out and saw him March 15th during a spring break tournament, or May 16th in the state final. I built that track record. That is kind of the evaluation period where he's not talking to you. The recruiter is not walking up to you after the game saying nice game, or calling you on the phone to say I really liked what you did there. Now, again, this is more for the underclassmen here. Once you hit a certain age of that senior year, it's a little more open from that standpoint. Now, dead period is defined A dead period is that period of time when it is not permissible to make in-person recruiting contacts or evaluations on or off the member institution's campus, or to permit official or unofficial visits by prospective student athletes to the institution's campus. Nothing can go on. Dead period is where coaches are going on vacation potentially, but also doing a lot of desk work, right? This does not mean that they stopped their recruiting. A lot of the time during this dead period, which, as you can see with the dates here, is November 11th through 14th, January 2 through 5, and then the May 26th through June 2nd, June 21 through 23, July 3 through 5. That's the first weekend of regionals, Father's Day weekend, July 4th weekend there in the summer, which probably should open those up in the future, but we'll see what happens with regards to that. But the dead period, coaches are still doing a great job of being in the office, having their staff identify players that we should be going to see. That is the biggest thing for the entire recruiting process, is the fact that these coaches really want to hit the ground running. They only have so many days to go out, right? They're playing throughout their entire season. In the spring, you may bigger schools 1 or 2 trips out of your region to go see a player. That is very rare. Usually you're staying local, going to see some games, potentially on a Monday off day. Very rare to do things throughout the spring season, but hitting the ground running in the summer is imperative to these coaches. Who do I need to see? I can't waste multiple days. I want to see as many players as I can throughout the spring, throughout the winter. They're identifying these are the guys that we are highlighting as players that we would like to see. So there you have it, a little glimpse at the recruiting calendar as we look ahead to 2025. I'm Shooter Hunt, Vice President of Prep Baseball. This has been a Recruiting Essentials episode.